Comes back.
No, I never lost audio. I was just mumbling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ninjacast. I'm Darren J. Gendron, and with me, as always, is Obsidian Abnormal. Let's stop looking at my face and look at his pretty art. How's it going, O?
Nobody wants to look at you there.
I would beg to differ on that. I'm damn sexy.
Your kids don't count, and you're not damn sexy.
Actually, one of my kids doesn't like making eye contact with me. It's a little bit weird.
That is a little bit weird, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to make this up.
Well, but yeah, screw kid topics. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, so, yeah.
Did you accidentally step on him, maybe?
Well, you leave the kids out of this. We've only got an hour today.
But, you know, when you step on your kids, it's...
Okay, let's back it up. Let's actually admit why we only have an hour today, because I announced that we were going to start the Ninjacast at 1 p.m. California time, and I guess that's 3 p.m. Columbia time? Theoretically, what we were going to start at, right?
Yeah.
It's now 4:20 your time, right?
4:18. Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah, okay. So I got that conversion right. So yeah, I fell asleep. Not my proudest moment. Yeah, I definitely got tuckered out from a run, and I took a shower, and I just said, okay, I got 10 minutes. I'm just going to lay down in bed for a second. Forgot to set an alarm. Woke up an hour later. I was like, whoops. That happened.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
In any case.
It's exciting. It's scintillating.
Oh, yeah. Do we have any people in the room with us yet?
We actually don't have anybody in the room yet. It's kind of creepy. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not exactly...
Oh, because I also haven't even hit post on that. Okay. I had the tweet and the Facebook post for myself, both ready to go, and I forgot to hit post.
I posted them.
Well, apparently people follow me more than you when it comes to the Ninjacast.
You know that's not factually true. You know.
We'll see, because now people are coming in.
Wow, no, wait, actually, did I post?
Did you post?
Well, I didn't post on Twitter for some reason. I did post on Google+.
Did you post on Facebook? Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Ninjacast. Subscribe. Yep.
My internet is very weird today, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have like some lag issues.
This might be a weird show. I mean, you guys know what this is. This is the Ninjacast. We're not really going to like do as much production value as we do in, say, like the Sketchcast, which we'll do Sunday. This Sunday we've got Jenny Breeden as a guest.
We do it pretty much exactly the same.
We do it pretty much the same, but I pay a little more attention.
Don't call what you insist on calling the battle plaque production value.
No. I'm talking about the fact that I actually pay attention to things like questions coming in and start times. Yeah. This is more of our behind-the-scenes look of what's going on with us. Which
oh wow! I didn't post it on Facebook. Wow.
It is the secret Ninjacast.
But I did post it on Google+, which is probably, I have to admit, the social network I care the least about.
I want to love it. I really do. I mean, it has such good tools for us, and we're technically using it, but let's face it, I think most people are watching us on YouTube. Unless they really have a question to ask, then they can go to the Google Plus broadcast and actually directly question us and say, why? What the hell? Why? Like, I had a weird question. Like, a friend of mine actually hit me up on Twitter, and he had to ask, because, he knows that I'm a bit of a Game of Thrones person. Actually, I think this person might even be one of your students or associates, Mao Draws.
What?
Yeah, actually, he's out of Colombia, so I'm guessing you know him. But
no, but the name, it's just that everything is lagging for me, so I just heard...
Mao Draws. Mao? M-A-O? Anyhow, yeah, he was actually, like, picking my brain as to how on earth they start fires so easily in Game of Thrones, and I really had to be delicate with that answer because, like, there's some very spoilery fires that happen in the finale, and then there's also there's a funeral pyre for one, and I was thinking about it when I was watching that funeral pyre because that's something that they added for the HBO series. That they because in the book the character that gets pyred, if you will, that person's death. Watch me get all genders removed from this reference to limit the spoilers. Other than, oh my God, somebody dies in Game of Thrones. That's the spoiler. That person's death, their body isn't recovered. It's just left out. Maybe something happened to it. Maybe it was thrown into a mass fire later. But instead, in the series, they decided to add a little extra fuck you emotion to it and add a funeral scene for that character as well. And they put it on this 5-foot tall funeral pyre. And I'm just thinking to myself, do they not listen to House Stark in this whole obsession with winter is coming? In this world, winter lasts years. And in this case, there's people foretelling this winter lasting decades, the one that's coming. It's going to be a bad winter. Why the fuck would you burn 5 feet tall of firewood right before winter?
Oh, wait! You're asking? I'm just bored.
Oh, I just completely lost you on that one.
Well, you didn't lose me. You're kind of bored.
It just didn't have your interest.
Not at all. Not even a little.
Not even a little.
No.
I don't know. It's a weird nitpick that somebody else just noticed on the show because they do manage to just start fire wherever.
Wow, no. No.
Yeah.
No fucks to give. I did start watching an anime series yesterday. I have not done this in years. I have not tried to watch an anime series. And after a lot of insistence from our lovely intern, who apparently has disappeared, I'm guessing I don't know. I did. When I said our lovely intern, I turned to look at her, and she's not there.
Just he's not going to be paying attention for the next hour.
No.
Peace out.
Guess what? I am paying attention. But in any case, she told me I had to watch Attack on Titan, and she's been insisting on me watching Attack on Titan since.
Wait, have you started that already?
I started it yesterday.
No, I got to start it.
And yeah, I started it yesterday, and it's interesting. It's interesting. I think I am suffering a little bit of overhyping in terms that everybody has spoken so much about it that there's no way it's going to fill my expectations. But it was kind of fun.
There are some people that I really trust their opinion about when it comes to anime that they have gotten really sauced about that show. And then, well, we were just at an anime convention. You saw how many...
Oh, yeah. That's... I even bought the intern as a gift, an Attack on Titan figure. So, I kind of decided, okay, let's kind of watch it. She talks about it nonstop and all that. And I like it. I'm probably going to finish watching it. It's fortunately not too long, which is what kind of keeps me from watching a lot of anime. I've always wanted to watch Gundam, but that's homework.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
And I'm never going to watch Naruto, I'm sorry. That's just too... I actually, just before you called, I was looking at lists of how many Naruto episodes there are. There's 220 of the old series and over 350 of the new one, and it's not even done yet.
I would like you to, if you ever consider doing that, to just figure out which episodes don't count and only watch the ones that are based off the manga.
Not going to happen anyway.
Filler in that series sucked so badly. Of the first series, there is one filler episode that I absolutely adored, and then the rest of them, I quit on most of them. So maybe my opinion is wrong, because it was so bad that I just didn't pay attention to some of them. But the reality of it is that there was one episode that was called the worst episode ever, and I do really love that episode. It was good.
No, not gonna watch
It
Naruto.
was not the worst. No, I give it a loose recommendation because I understand where you're coming from there. It's a
No, no,
giant
I'm
pile
just.
of stuff.
And if I were gonna dedicate like time to watching a show that's basically just like, here you go, start watching it. Start watching it now, and maybe you'll be done before you die.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Gundam.
It is going to end soon, so I mean, there's that going for it.
It's still over. Like
Actually, I
between
have
the
no
two
idea
of
when the
them,
anime is going to end.
they're getting close to 600 episodes.
Yeah.
So no.
Bleach,
And
Bleach is also up there too in the.
actually, I was just looking at at a list of the longest anime series ever, and One Piece actually
Yeah.
trumps them both. Still not even close to the one that has the most episodes ever. Something called like Sansen Sao or something like that has like 7,000
Hmm.
episodes. Longest running animated series in the world. So yeah, there is that. But
Good. Good on that.
yeah, in any case, Attack on Titan, a lot of fun. I liked it. It's kind of funny how it does, however, fall into a lot of what I have identified as anime tropes, and I was just talking to that about to the intern about that, like how it's weird that in the anime world, everybody goes into shock constantly, and it's
Mm-hmm.
annoying. Like anything happens, and the main characters always like just stand there staring at something for a while.
Well, yeah,
Like,
because it's cheap to animate.
yeah, no, I know, but it just kind of gets annoying in Attack on Titan because every fucking time something happens, one of the main characters goes into shock and just stands there staring at stuff for a while everybody else yells at them. You'd figure that after living your entire life in a society where everybody goes into shock at the least of provocations, people would learn to handle like people with shock. But no, these guys are just yelling at each other when they're in shock, clearly in shock all the time. But it is a good show. I mean, I watched the first 6 episodes, and it's quite all right. I like it. It's an interesting concept, and some of the Titans are freaky as fuck. So I like that. Like I don't know if you've seen the animated GIFs of Titans running, but holy crap, those GIFs are just gold.
I'll
Like
have to check that out.
gifs of Titans running because they don't run like some of them run like just regular people, but a lot of the Titans run like I don't know a polite way to describe it. I'm sorry, the phone is ringing. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on your own.
I have nowhere to go with that topic because I haven't started watching Attack on Titan yet, so that's fun. We're just gonna check out Were Tiger here as he's sitting down checking things out. Um, there's no way that this is gonna be interesting. Well, crap. This is possibly the worst time to have gotten caught not paying attention to what O was talking about, but that happened. Um, I'm actually in the process of looking for ball pit balls. Figure I should let you guys know about what that's about. San Diego Comic Con is coming up pretty soon, and O and I are going to be converting our booth at San Diego into a ball pit. We're going to have a nice little kiddie pool there, and we're going to fill it up with play balls, and we're going to let people jump in the ball pit with us, get pictures taken, and we're going to call it Go Balls Deep with O and Dern. O is actually in the process of finding his swimsuit and robe at the moment, and I need to put in an order for a 2XL 1920s bathing suit. Because when you have when you make a webcomic, these are the things that you do. This is your life. It is very odd. We try to make things as stupid and crazy as we can, and that's just what we do. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm also going to have to pester O in just a second here to make sure he sends me over some files because what I'm supposed to be doing today is putting some prints together to make sure that we have merchandise to sell at both San Diego and then a week and a half before that. I believe it's like 8 or 9 days from now. I'm actually going to be in Las Vegas for the American Library Association show, and so we want to make sure we have prints available for that show. Uh, Right now, O is still on the phone talking, so this is exciting. Uh, nice little bit of mystery there. I honestly, wow, I have managed to lose so many viewers in this rant. That's amazing. Um, yeah, ALA, it's gonna happen. Las Vegas. hmm I'm actually, for the few people that are listening out there, if you know somebody that's in the Las Vegas area, I do need a booth minion for that show because it's just me flying solo. I don't really pay that well. I pay like a percentage of sales, but I do make sure that you have fun, and I take you out to dinner. That's about what I can offer there. Uh, yeah,
You always give me a hard time for what I say when you go away, but there you are.
man, that was terrible.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. I was not prepared for that at all. There was no
wow.
professionalism whatsoever. I just kind of flailed like a baby in the ocean.
So, okay, do we have any? Is anybody watching us?
We do. I did scare away a lot of the viewers when you stopped making art and when I was just talking incessantly. But we do
About
have
what?
some viewers,
What did
so
you talk about, Dern?
I desperately looked for any topic whatsoever. Enrico would like to know, how are we doing? Hey, Enrico, how's it going? I actually should be inviting him onto the cast.
Please tell
Give
me
you
that
that.
I start doing dad talk. Please,
What?
please, please. Did you start doing dad talk?
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
Well, you just said you scared away a bunch of people.
No, the weird thing is I just started talking about Operation Balls Deep.
Oh.
And then from there, also mentioned the fact that I do need a booth minion for the ALA Las Vegas, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get one in time. So, a little bit worried about that. I mean, I could probably do that show solo. I really don't want to, you know.
No,
So, how are
no.
you doing, O? How you doing?
Well, as you see, I'm the one that works, not
Actually,
taking naps.
yeah, you need to send me some files.
What? You
I
haven't
need to
asked me
get
for
some
anything.
things ready to go to the printer, like now.
You didn't give me. This is why you're supposed to give me like exact dates, not word of
Ah,
like soon.
I thought I said Saturday or like Monday.
No, you didn't give me a date.
I didn't give you a date. Well, crap.
Yeah, well, crap. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's happening. How's your diet going?
Shut the fuck up.
So good,
You,
I take it.
you go and think about what you just did.
What?
You just told me
Asked
that you
about.
need. You just told me that you need a bunch of files today.
Uh, well, are you
In any
done with?
case,
Are you done with the Katrina?
no,
Are you done with? Well, you're done with the
no,
you're
no
done
to
with the last
everything.
page of Bone Breakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I can get done real quick. Ship off to the large format printer and get it done in time. That's the one I'm more worried about. Yeah, and you also are done with Luchadors versus the Undead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those two I need.
Okay, let's see. So, other than that, the diet, I got rice taken away from me.
Okay.
Not that much. I mean, I love rice. I love rice with a passion, but no, not that big a problem. I can deal with no rice. And so far, since I started, I have lost 4 kilos.
Not bad.
And I have to lose four more. And after that, I will start gaining weight.
For the American viewers, there's 2.2 pounds per kilo.
And that's it. I've lost basically 4 kilos in a month, so
Mm-hmm.
not bad. And yeah, that's pretty much the way it's going. Today, Like, I have reached a point where not going to the gym makes me feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I mean,
That's
not
good.
fortunately that it makes me feel bad, but fortunately I am at that point. Today I didn't go to the gym, so today I am feeling bad
Yeah, I've
about
gotten particularly motivated lately, and so I've actually been throwing the kids in the stroller and using them as like a endurance weight thing, and I've just been going out and not really running yet, but I do try to get some jogging in, some walking, and I've been getting in about 3 miles a day now, so pretty happy with that, and it's been working. I've dropped 6 pounds or about 2.5 kilos in the past week. Like it had a sudden drop for me, so I was excited about that. How's it going, Enrico?
Hey, hello guys.
Oh, there it is.
Hey. Yep. By the way, anybody else who is a Patreon backer at the $20 level or higher, don't forget to PM me or message me on Twitter or Facebook or something. Make sure that we actually have your Google email address so that we can invite you in on our Ninjacasts. That is part of your backer level, and so I always want to remember that that is available. Yeah.
So, how you doing, Mr. Enrico?
Well, not bad, not bad. I was almost ready to get to bed, and then I see, oh, they started broadcasting, so I had to drop in.
I'm hoping you didn't see the first tweet where I said it's going to happen in an hour, and then you just waited for an hour and then just got mad at me.
No.
Okay, good, good.
I was doing other stuff.
People
I
have
feel
lives.
so terrible about that. Yeah,
Yeah, but, you know, Enrico does have a life.
true.
Well, sometimes I do, yeah.
Occasionally. If I feel like.
If he feels like it. Enrico has the life that Enrico wants.
But you should say that with, like, a more stereotypical, like, European kind of saucy, like, Enrico has the life that Enrico wants.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm never going to do that.
I have Enrico.
No, that's just not going to happen.
Why not? You're probably better at doing voices than I am.
Well, yeah, but I find that, like, as a... Like, I am kind of curious to wanting to try out voice acting. I mean, this is something that you and I both share. And I feel that ethnic voices are not something that I should be actively working on in my portfolio.
You worry
know?
too much. You worry too much. And first, and I'll actually I'll shut you up with this. What ethnicity did I just do? Exactly. Exactly. None.
Yeah, which I don't know if that makes that better or worse, to be quite
But
honest.
it makes it non-offensive because who did I just offend?
All of Europe.
Really? Really?
Except the Scottish. Scottish were cool with that one because, I mean, you could tell when you're trying to do a bad Scottish.
See, that's the thing. You know, you just kind of you just make a sort of fun kind of weird voice that isn't really any ethnicity at all. The advantage is I don't really even do it on purpose. Like I just like I don't even know. Like I'm not very good at doing that kind of thing. So
Well,
I
I do have an accent that I use specifically when I am attempting to speak Spanish. Notice how I don't actually say speak Spanish. Like I get what I am there. Yeah, I'm not that good at it, so yeah. But I have an accent that sneaks out for that, and I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I would say that it kind of helps when you're just not very good at those things, and you kind of just
Just let it fly.
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, try and tell me which ethnicity I just did. You can't because there is none.
Just because it was so bad. So
Yeah, sure.
if you're going to be what could be deemed a ethnic caricature, do it badly, and therefore it's not offensive.
Well,
Is that what we're saying?
You could also
Do it-
stop. I mean, and stop me if I'm mistaken here, Enrico, but you see, the rest of the world, as in not you guys in the U.S., the rest of
Yeah.
the world doesn't worry so much about offending everybody. And feel free to chime right in here, Enrico, and tell me if I'm wrong, but like,
You can also just call him a racist asshole. I mean, that is totally within the realm of possibilities here.
what, did I say that the rest of the world doesn't worry about that as much? It's true.
I would have to say there are definitely countries that do have problems with racism and with dealing with it. They are mostly countries that were colonized by the UK and the UK itself.
Well,
Yeah, sometimes there's the little things, you know. I mean, here in Switzerland, there's 4 spoken languages, and
Mhm.
sometimes when you're in the French part, they see that guy comes from the German part, so they talk to you French, even they know German. And in the other way, you know French, but you talk German to them. It
well,
happens.
That is an amusingly ineffective way of being an asshole. Just make things as difficult as possible, just for the sake of being difficult.
well, when she lived in L.A., well, since we were raised, I was raised mostly in New York, and my sister, most of her English learning was in Boston.
Hmm.
So we both managed to speak English in a way that, you know, if you're not with us for a very long time, you don't really manage to make out an accent.
It
Like
is
you have to
the
be,
yeah.
you have to be paying special attention.
I know
So
we met a guy in Dallas that he learned Spanish and grew up in a Spanish environment in somewhere else in South America though. I think it was Argentina. I want to say. Remember that?
yeah.
And then he moved up to America and learned English, and he had that similar blended accent to his English.
So the thing is, you talk to us, like to my sister and myself, and you don't immediately like feel Latin American accent there. So you can't really tell. And she was living in L.A. and at that time working at Barnes and Noble.
Hmm.
And so people would come into the store and just straight out, right away, without even asking first, would just go ahead in Spanish. Without even checking if like maybe the person working like the cash register or anything knew Spanish or anything like that. And the thing is, they would get angry if there was not somebody in the store that would speak Spanish to them. My sister, of course, would find that to be incredibly annoying. You
That
it's
somebody would
not
demand.
well, not that somebody would demand, but like, there's no problem with asking, like, hey, is there somebody in the store that speaks Spanish? I need somebody that speaks Spanish. You don't even
Mhm.
have to say it in English. Just ask in Spanish, like, alguien habla español or anything like that. But
Yeah.
when you just go into the store, straight out start talking in Spanish, and then get angry when there's nobody to speak Spanish to you, that's just rude. And it's not only just rude, you have no right to get angry because, there's, in the words of Louis C.K., but he said with French instead of Spanish, it's not a problem if I don't speak Spanish because we're in the U.S., where, so it's sure there's a lot of people that speak Spanish, but, so my sister, she would just not speak Spanish to them. She would in no way let them know that she was from Colombia or anything like that. She would just, go up, oh, I'm sorry, I don't understand Spanish, and they would get really pissed off at the fact that nobody spoke Spanish there. So yeah, she would basically just troll the Spanish.
And then we lost O. You still there, O?
No, there was a spike and he's gone.
There was definitely a spike, and then we definitely have a frozen up frame, and he's now signing back in for us on... Okay. You got your screen share up, O?
Told you my connection was weird.
Yeah, now I have two O's.
Yeah, how do I get rid of the other one?
Leave it.
Okay.
He likes to watch.
Well,
Yeah.
he does have a creepy face. But still, yeah. So basically, my sister just trolled people at Barnes and Noble, making believe she didn't speak any Spanish because, you know. And I mean, I've always been amazed at people that like live. I've known people that have lived in the U.S. for 40 years and don't speak English.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I don't know. I don't think it's... if they can get away with it, if they can, you know, live their life accordingly.
It is weird. I think it's weird not just because of the whole thing. Like, if I go to, I don't know, Germany, and I lived there for 40 years, how did I not learn at least some German? Like, how did I not learn at least something? And I've met people that like need help at the store after living in the U.S. for 40 years, and it's to me it's kind of like, how?
I think it depends with the people you are day in, day out. I mean, I see that my mother, well, they went back to Italy now 2 years ago, but she lived here, 30 years? And she was able to speak German really, really bad because she never had to. Most of the friends were Italian. There's always Italian speaking in the shops, so she never used German.
So I mean, if the person is comfortable not having that full knowing exactly what's going on, then I guess it's okay for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Enrico said, like if she went to the shop, she found somebody that would speak Italian to her and all that kind of stuff. So you know, it's. But in this case, like these are people that would actually ask me, like, hey, can you go to the store with me? Because you know they're gonna speak to me in English, and I'm not gonna understand anything. And all I would be able to think is, what have you been doing? Like, how have you managed the last 40 years? Like, you excited because I got here and now you finally get to eat or something? Like what have you? How have you been managing the last 40 years? And like, sure, because there is a thing, like, if you go as an adult, you're never going to speak perfect the language. Like, you know, you're always going to have the accent or whatever, and that's actually even kind of cool because you get like a very sexy kind of version of whatever language you're listening to. But like the basic stuff, you know, like where is the bus stop? Can you tell me where the library is? Hello, my name is that kind of
Otra
stuff.
cerveza, por favor.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Like, how can you live 40 years in a country and not know how to order your own beer?
¿Dónde está el baño?
Exactly, that kind of stuff. Those kind of conversations that they teach you when you're learning a language, that you start thinking, like, there's no way I'm ever going to have this conversation ever. But still. So it just kind of, you know.
At the same time, though, I got to walk... I'm a minority in my community. It's kind of fun because everybody is a minority in this community. There is no majority ethnicity where I'm at. There is a massive Indian community. There's a massive Portuguese community, Korean, and there's a black community. Well, not really black. The black and white community, if you will, has like no cultural identity here. They're just here. And then there's also Guam. There's a big chunk of Guam immigrants in here too, and it's kind of fun walking around this neighborhood lately. And I keep making the mistake of exercising at lunchtime, and holy fuck does my neighborhood smell good? Like, some of my neighbors know how to cook, and it's just like a complete variety of cultures in the food.
Okay.
So I don't know. I kind of like having a mix of cultures, and there's certain things that I don't know about language so much. Like I would rather that as a world we get better at all communicating with each other, and I think that's good. And I also like sharing history and culture and food. So I think that's a good idea too.
Mostly food. That's good.
The food is the important part here. And I mean, that's honestly, I think, how any culture can come together, is by sharing its food. Like, I've always had this obsession with breaking bread, with inviting out friends, putting out the dinner table, sharing a meal with each other. And this actually doubles back to Game of Thrones earlier. Like, they didn't make as big of a deal about this, but if you give somebody salt and wine, salt and wine? Well, I know it's salt. I think it's salt and meat, actually. But if you eat with that person, you are protected by the old gods that bad things will happen to you if you break those rules. That's why last season, and yes, this is a year old, so it's going to get spoiled, Red Wedding was such a big deal because that was the murdering of people who had been fed. And that was extremely out of line.
Have any of you ever run into, because I have several times in my life, a food racist?
Huh.
It's amazing. Like
they won't even try the food because of the culture it comes from, or?
Well, no, that would be, because that would be kind of, no, I actually wouldn't call it a food racist. I would call it a food xenophobe.
Mm-hmm.
Where basically
What do
it's
you mean?
You know what a xenophobe is, right?
Well, yeah, but I want you to explain this. Not what a xenophobe is. What a food xenophobe is.
But you know, it just sounded like of course I know. I
know.
Want to make sure.
You tell me.
I want to make sure you know.
I want to make sure. Don't you know? You don't even know. Fine, I'll look it up on the internet for you.
So
you don't know.
Just in case, for people listening that or don't want to Google it, a xenophobe is a person that is afraid or rejects anybody that is from another country.
Or planet.
Yeah, or place. Just anybody that is not from where you are.
I'm pretty sure it's just other country by that definition.
Well, technically, but as soon as we encounter another culture, another planet with like intelligent life, we might be xenophobes against them. Whatever.
Might be. Okay.
The thing is, that's a xenophobe, and I've met people that just refuse to eat any food that is not like the food that they're accustomed to. The food that they grew up on, and it's actually quite common. People that just are not willing to try anything that they're familiar with.
I mean, not wanting to try is a problem because then you're basically eating like a 3-year-old. That's not how you should live your life. But if you try a certain type of food and find out that you do not have the cultural gastronomical ability to eat it, then maybe you shouldn't eat certain types. Yeah.
No. That's yes. We all know that you get terrible gas and all that kind of stuff.
No, jeez, I don't care about my gas. I'll blow up the place. I'm gonna eat my cultural food.
What I mean is like people that just declare anything that they're not familiar with as weird, and they're not willing to try it.
Yeah.
And it's eating out with people like that is just the most annoying thing ever.
Like, it's tough to explain because if you look at how American culture is and our obsession with steaks and cheeseburgers, we're incredibly offensive to India at that point. Like, we're the weird eaters.
Well, you see, that's where I actually stop believing so much in being offensive, because that's exactly like, look, this is like, okay, why are we offending you and you're not offending us? You know, why, like, you know, okay, we offend you by eating a cow. Why can't we see it the other way? You know, like or anything like that. So if it's like something about your culture that really is kind of like, you know, hey, we meet here, you guys don't. Yeah, sorry, I know that's incompatible, but you can't claim it's offensive because we're not exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's clear. I don't have to explain it. But on the other hand, like, and you know, I would not mind if like you go to India and I don't know, you don't want to eat. I don't. I mean, I don't really know much about Indian cuisine, so why did I choose that as an example? I don't know, something weird, a weird animal. Enrico, weirdest animal you've ever eaten?
I just ate snake over the weekend.
They eat snake here in Colombia all the time.
Okay.
Enrico, weirdest animal you've ever eaten?
Weirdest animal?
Oh, he's gonna blow our minds. I know it.
No. It's quite. What's a weird animal? Because I eat it so much, so many things.
Well, what you would consider weird?
I will consider weird insects.
Yeah, I was going to point out that there are
you go.
there are a lot of cultures that are totally okay with eating insects. I have not delved into the insect kingdom yet myself. Like I was trying to think of the vertebrates. I've definitely eaten fish. I've eaten mammal. I've eaten bird. I've eaten reptile. I don't think I've eaten any amphibian. Huh.
Well, but there you go. Great example. Okay, insects. So I wouldn't hold it against anybody if somebody like, hey, let's have cockroaches for dinner, and somebody's like, yeah.
There's actually a bug here in America called the cicada. That it's whenever you can always spot the cicadas because whenever a movie that's set in either New Orleans or the Florida Everglades wants to make it feel hot and sweaty, it actually uses the sound of a cicada to give you the feel of a hot, sweaty swamp.
No,
they have that
loud. They do it in anime all the time.
Yeah. They have that really loud, clackety scream that they have. Cicadas are funny bugs because their entire defense mechanism is be really fucking annoying, show up, scream for sex on a daily basis. They're basically just out there going, fuck me! And they will do that. And they will do that for an extended period of time, and it gets really annoying. And then as soon as they all get laid, they all dive back into the dirt, and they have like these different cycles, and some of them will disappear for 12 years, some of them will disappear for like 17 years. So they get to the point where they're like that annoying house guest that you want to kick out, and then they show themselves out, and then they don't show up for like a decade, and then they come back, and they're just as annoying again.
Can you imagine if in Evangelion, on the script of the series, they wrote in like all the cicada sounds?
Just like
yeah, but you see it there on the script, and
I can't make a cicada
like,
sound. Yeah.
Well, I can't either. But it would just be page after page after page of that shit.
Just ease all over there.
Like the writer is just sitting there thinking, and then they go,
getting my page rate.
Yeah, but no, you would just like think about what they're saying and stuff, and go like, "Oh, this is brilliant! Where's a mirror? I need to high five myself."
Like he's like, be the cicada. I will be in the cicada's head. I will do this.
I am the cicada.
I am the cicada.
But okay, yeah, here in Colombia, there's something hormigas, basically big ass ants. That is the actual translation because it's culonas, which is basically big ass. So, yeah, big ass ants. But when I say big ass ants, I'm not saying like very large ants. No, I'm saying ants with a big ass.
They got back, is what you say.
And yeah,
they have Sir Mix-a-Lot of Ant Kingdom.
They eat them here.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's a specific type of ant and all that. And if somebody comes here to Colombia and I offer them ant, which by the way I don't eat, but if I did and I offered it to them and they don't receive them, That's not something like that's not what I'm saying. That's not something I'll hold against them because it'll just be like, yes, this is an ant. And
It's like it's your weird cultural food, like
Yeah,
the haggis
it's-
of Scotland.
yeah, like
Scotland,
yeah,
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm picking on you so much today, but you get
yeah, but don't get angry or offended if I don't want to try the haggis. It's not rude. But on the other hand, like what I was mentioning is just people that if it's food that like just looks kind of foreign, they won't eat it.
like no quesadilla.
Yeah, stuff,
Give me
yeah,
grilled
stuff
cheese.
like that.
Like they would take a grilled cheese over a quesadilla, and at that point, it's like, really, what are you doing?
Well, do remember that you once took me to a place in Maryland that was like a grilled cheese restaurant.
Well,
It was good. It was
a good
but,
restaurant.
yeah, it was a good restaurant. So I'm just saying that it is possible for a grilled cheese to be better than a quesadilla.
It's possible. Oh gosh, there's a food truck that's in this neighborhood that they do a bacon and provolone on sourdough. It's a very good grilled cheese. It's Wednesday. Oh shit, yeah. That's food truck rally day. I ain't cooking dinner tonight.
Well, I found something that's, well, I will say special. Cow brain and tongue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've
Yep.
eaten tongue. It's pretty common here. Both cow brain and tongue.
I
I
have
know a
never
lot
eaten
of
those.
people, when they say that, it's, oh, go away with that.
Yeah. I don't know if I would like the texture on that one. I think that would be too much for me.
I hate it. The texture on tongue.
Yeah.
It is the chewiest meat you will ever eat.
Yeah, there's no fat, isn't there? It's like
Uh,
your tongue is almost entirely muscle.
It feels exactly like imagine what it would be like to chew on a tongue. It's exactly as you imagined it.
Yeah,
It-
I don't want
It
that.
has an amazing taste. I will say that. It tastes really good, but the texture is just not there. I have not eaten brain, but it is also very common here. My mother has eaten brain, and she tells me that it's very good. Other foods that are here that people around the world seem to find weird is morcilla, which I believe you guys would call black pudding sausage, I think. Basically, you take the guts of the pig, you take blood and rice, and you mix the blood in the rice, and then you stuff the sausage with it. You stuff the guts with it, and you kind of make like a sausage out of it.
Yep.
That is called morcilla here, and it is actually really good. I eat that.
We do that too here, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's really good. I love it.
In the,
It tastes-
in the winter, that's more stuff we eat in the winter.
Hey,
Oh.
check my screen real quick. That's Shredder.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know.
I like him.
I don't know.
Why not?
It looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' Secret of the Ooze mutated Shredder.
Well, he's mutated before.
Yeah.
I mean, that has happened. And keep in mind that you don't know if he's going to be that way for the entire movie.
True.
Maybe he's because I remember seeing the trailer and I remember seeing a different kind of Shredder. So maybe that's just Shredder mutated, which would kind of go with.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why people are giving this movie such a hard time. It's not
I liked
like
the trailer. I did really actually like the trailer, and I'm definitely gonna go see it. My boy is ready for it.
Like, I don't care who the fuck I offend. I'm sorry. I love the old 80. Is it 80s or 90s? I think it's 80s and 90s, right? The old movies.
The old movies. I want to say, well, the original
Early
one
90s,
I think
maybe?
is. Let's actually check. We're actually talking the puppet ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1990 is the first one.
Oh, well, that's pretty much 80s anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's first 5 years of decade is still the previous decade.
like I don't care who I offend. First of all, because you can't get offended by a movie that by a comment on a movie that you didn't make. And second, because I love the movies, but I'm gonna go out there and say it. They're not exactly masterpieces.
You have to rewatch the first one. The first one holds up amazingly
No,
well.
I've seen it. I've seen it recently. I love the first and the second. I even love the second.
Wow.
But I am aware that they're not exactly cinema masterpieces. I mean, these are not.
The first one feels like it's better than it has any right to be.
But the thing is, like, I don't know why people are giving the new ones such a hard time. It's like they're not exactly playing around with something sacred. You know,
No.
it's sacred to you. They can get to play around with it, and I've been wanting to write like an article about this for a while now. About like I think that all this opportunity that we have of expressing our opinions online and somehow having them matter in some way can negatively affect creative endeavors like movies and video games because, you know, it's kind of like it's coming to a point, if it's not there already, where creators must kind of even be afraid of like what people are gonna say. You know, like for example, the turtles and their lips. I'll agree, it did look kind of weird.
But at the same time, we're complaining about a turtle that has mutated to stand up bipedal and have opposable thumbs. Like, lips is too much, people.
Yeah. Let's not. I mean, let's not even get into the ridiculousness of complaining about the looks of a mutant teenage ninja turtle. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah. Maybe I wasn't used to seeing them without lips and all that. People complain so much that I think they took that away. I'm not entirely sure if they did end up taking away the lips, but I know it was considered at a moment, and either they did it or they didn't.
There's a weird part of me. I wish that they were more consistent with the new models.
Well, no,
that
but
they had like Raphael's chip shell and Donatello's gap tooth. I would have liked that.
Well,
but most people are complaining, and they want them consistent with the 1980s models.
Well, but that's not the point. The point is that for me, the point is a creative guy, an artist and a writer and a bunch of people that are creative sat down, and this is their imagining of the turtles that they just want to share it with you. Like, look, we sat down with this creative thing, and we created this, and we want to show it to you, and all of the sudden, the audience gets a say. And this is made, and you know, focus groups and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know, I mean, like, what happened to all those movies that I watched as a teenager that I love, that I enjoy, but that I'm aware that it's not perfect? And it's kind of like anything that is not perfect and made, you know, exactly to our taste now is just no good. You know, and that's, like, I think that's kind of sad. Like, a movie doesn't have to be perfect to be awesome. A movie can have flaws. They all do. So, you know, what if the turtles have lips? We'll get used to it, and, you know, that's just the way they thought it looked pretty cool. So what if Optimus Prime was not a semi? Is it a semi? Did the whole one? Semi? Is that the
yeah, but he's going to be a semi in the new movie.
Yeah, no, but so what if he wasn't? You know, like in the last one. You know, this is kind of the you know, the vision we had this time. I will agree with criticisms that are legitimately about poor cinematography, like, you know, bad acting or you know, stuff that is just like, you know, you're not doing your job well.
Street Fighter the movie, yeah,
but on the other hand, I don't agree with creative participation. Like, look, if you don't like Street Fighter the movie because you think it's a bad movie, that's all good. But if you don't like Street Fighter because that's not what Bison looks like, fuck you. You know, that's just the way we wanted to show Bison, and you know, that's it. And Raul Julia was
recovering from cancer.
Yeah, Raul Julia was an awesome actor, and
he was really
it's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing that he did that movie because he just wanted to give his kids something to watch after he died. It's too bad he chose that movie, but okay.
Yeah. Well, they could watch The Addams Family still.
Well, they can watch El Cartero. So.
Yeah. Did you read that article? I don't know if I sent that to you or not. Like, why Street Fighter the movie was so bad.
Oh, but that it actually talks about all the problems with the production and all that
The
kind of stuff.
production, with the fact that Jean-Claude Van Damme couldn't stop like banging Kylie
Partying,
Minogue.
basically.
Yeah, he definitely, yeah, him and Kylie Minogue like on a nightly basis. That the other guys, like all the guys that played Ken and Ryu, were just like becoming massage parlor addicts the entire time. Like they
You
were
didn't send it to me, but I did see it, and
okay.
that article is great.
Amazing. It's just like a slice of like how everything possible can go wrong in a creative endeavor. I'm amazed that that movie actually is semi-coherent after
I
reading that.
reading that article, I actually just wanted to be there because it basically sounded like everybody was like a day of production was everybody was either drugged or fucking drunk.
The actors were that way. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that all the gaffers, the director, the best boy, all those guys fucking hated it.
But yeah, it kind of sounds
The
like
stunt
everybody was either
coordinator.
drugged, drunk, hungover, or a combination.
And paid.
It was. Oh yeah, that article is so good. Like people listening, if you wanna read that article, I guess Google it because I'm drawing right now. I'm busy. But oh wow, such a great article. That was a great read.
You know what? I don't think I no longer have a problem with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2. Oh wait, that's Splinter. Never mind. Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle puppet movies is Elmo. I think we just lost O on that, which means I'm showing off my nice sunburnt arms right now. Sorry, people. A little bit of sexy time for you there. Rubbing the aloe in. Oh, we got O creepily watching us now, hitting a screen share, switching back to him.
I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you catch that mind-blowing revelation that I just found out?
No, you said you know what, and that's where it cut.
The actor that voiced Splinter and also puppeted him is Elmo. It's Kevin Clash.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
But it is pretty. I mean, not.
For those that did not know, that is a today I learned for me. Yes.
But yeah, it's yeah, Street Fighter article. I think I saw it on. I either saw it on Polygon or. I kind of want to say Polygon.
Yeah, I can't remember where I found it. It was a while ago, but it was good.
Or was it Kotaku? I don't know, but it was really good.
Oh,
So,
geez.
yeah. What?
Some big sports news just came in today. I'm sure you actually don't give a fuck.
No,
Uh,
I don't know. Wait, didn't the U.S. play today in the World Cup?
I think they play like tomorrow. And again,
No,
my
tomorrow was actually Colombia. Colombia plays tomorrow.
You realize multiple teams get to play the same day, right?
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time, but yeah. No, today was my team. Today was Netherlands. Yeah, I am pulling.
You don't own a team, Dern. We've been through this.
I cheer for Netherlands. I cheer for the USA, and I cheer for whoever is playing Colombia. So in other words, I cheer for your team on that last one.
Tomorrow it would be.
Tomorrow's Colombia
Costa
versus
de Marfil. That would be. Wait, where are we? Okay, so today is.
Yeah, today was Austria, Netherlands. Wait, that's Australia.
Yeah, today. Actually, there's a game right now.
Yeah, Cameroon versus Croatia.
Wait, no, actually, the U.S. Was Monday.
Yeah,
We
we
won.
won Monday. Our next game is like Friday.
No, it is. I'm looking right here. It is Sunday.
Okay, I'll try to give a fuck by then.
I won't give a fuck tomorrow when we're against Costa de Marfil. I don't know how to say that in English.
Wait, no, you're playing. Oh yeah, you're playing. Yeah, you got tomorrow and.
How do you say it in English? The other country.
I don't know what that country is. I don't recognize the abbreviation.
Well, in Spanish it's Costa de Marfil, which is Ivory Coast.
Yes, we call it Ivory Coast, and Google
Oh,
has
okay.
a French name. Yeah. I think they prefer the French version of it, but Americans will know it as Ivory Coast because Americans don't give a fuck as to what you call your country. We are going to decide what to call it. We do that.
No, I don't think that counts on this occasion because you can actually translate.
If it's that simple.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a couple of words that you have an equivalent in your language.
Instead of España, we call it Spain.
Well, no. I'm not saying you never do it. I'm just saying it doesn't count this time.
Like Brazil, for no good reason whatsoever, we take away the S and we put in a Z.
You have to admit, a Z is much more awesome than an S.
Yeah, but we're like the douche copy editor that comes in and like, no, this is better. This is how you want to name your country. Well, and then we don't actually have people call us by what our country actually is called. So that's the fucked upness of us. But no, in case anybody's wondering, I wasn't actually looking at World Cup. I was looking at USA football. The Washington Redskins just lost their trademark.
Wait, is this what you told me that they wanted to change their name? And
there's a lot of people that have been bringing up legal action because Redskin is a highly offensive term. Like, it's not a thing that you call somebody. And theoretically, Washington Redskins was named that way because they had a Native American coach. They didn't. That guy pretended to be Native American to avoid the draft, and the owner of the team that named it the Redskins made it clear that it had nothing to do with the coach. He just wanted it to be similar but different than the Boston Braves. So he picked an offensive, derogatory term to call his team so that it would be an Indian-type name. So, yeah.
So when you say they lost their trademark, you mean what? That they basically now have to change their name?
I'm skimming this article as fast as I can. I think they can actually. Well, first off, now it's in their best financial. Okay, the way a trademark works is they can appeal it, and they're gonna hold on to it during the appeal process. But if they can't successfully defend this trademark at this point, at that point, anybody could make merchandise of the Redskins logo. So this isn't the best way to get the name change, but it would be in the financial best interest of the Redskins to pick a new logo and pick a new team name so that they can actually sell official licensed merchandise.
But I thought you said they wanted to change it anyway.
They don't. No.
Okay.
The owner of the Redskins is a racist asshole, and he refuses. He's actually... The reality is he's probably pandering directly towards rich white racist people that are in the area of the country that the Washington Redskins are. So there's two football teams right next to each other, like 30 miles apart. The Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Redskins. And the Baltimore Ravens have a very large black fan base. The Redskins, they do have a lot of black fans, but I can't help but notice the majority of the people I saw when I lived in that area that were Redskin fans were white. So it feels like it's one of those old school wink and nudge racism things.
I mean, I don't think he doesn't want to change it for racist reasons. He probably just thinks that he'll lose branding or something like that. It's a racist name, but I'm pretty sure that there is a brand recognition. You don't just change a name and not worry about it because he's probably worried about brand recognition.
There are other sport teams that have gotten away with a name change in the U.S. and they have not had brand recognition problems.
Yeah,
if anything, they actually get.
I'm pretty sure that does not give him any tranquility. What I'm saying is, I would change the name. I would even force them to change the name. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure that they're mostly worried about brand recognition. Which, you know what? Maybe you guys should have changed that before or whatever. But, I hope, they're going to have to anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's even like a non-issue now, I guess, because they have to change it whatever happens. Or wait, or are they fighting to not change it? Because you just said that they lost, but that they're gonna.
The Redskins are going to appeal to try to not change it. They want to keep the name.
What about the players? What did the players say in all this?
They want to say, check please.
Oh, so but no, I mean, do they get any say?
No, they do not. No. The only time a NFL player gets a say is when his original rookie contract is up. He is allowed to then negotiate with any team that he chooses as a free agent. He also gets a say as to how long of a contract he can sign, or he can choose to go unemployed for an entire year and wait for a better contract after the next draft.
What is your opinion on that new movie that's coming out with Kevin Costner, where he
it's
is it like an accurate depiction of the thing?
Oh, fuck no. First off, there's a woman in the front office, and the NFL is fucking notoriously bad at having equality in their front offices. It is 99% sausage fest in a front office. Second off, they basically, like, unless they, like, try to explain why the Cleveland Browns are so fucking inept at drafting a football team, that movie makes no sense. Because they are, and you know what, I don't even fucking care. If there's a Cleveland Browns fan, you know exactly what the fuck happens when you're drafting.
I think you've insulted them before.
They are terrible. They're not a good football club. And it's because they draft poorly. Yeah. 2 years ago, they had the #1 draft pick. They drafted, well, it was either it was the #1 draft pick. They drafted this running back. A year later, they traded that running back away and got nothing in return. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so no, but what you're talking about is that, like, yeah, like that's not what the Cleveland Browns are. But I mean about the whole thing about drafting and everything, and like not taking into account that they're showing the Cleveland Browns or whatever. No, wait, Cleveland Browns is the character from the animation. Is it Cleveland Browns?
It's the Cleveland Browns. Yeah. Hold on a second. I gotta make a note here.
Oh, that's the character from. Okay. But no, I'm not talking about if it's accurate with the Cleveland Browns. I'm talking about if it's accurate as far as depicting the whole drafting thing goes.
No, it did not look like it. From what I saw, it's like, I get that there's going to be drama and there's going to be like conflict and like showmanship type things going, but every single NFL front office has a very clear line of command. Somebody's in charge. Somebody makes that final decision. And again, it's mostly going to be a bunch of dudes in a room, and somehow not Jennifer Garner, ever. And I say this as somebody who is very pro-equality, very much women's rights. The problem is that you can pretend that women are in the front room, or in the front room? No, the war room. Or you could actually put more women and minorities in positions of management in the NFL, and they don't. It's a very terrible percentage at the moment. Sorry, that was
no. The movie didn't really look interesting to me anyway. I was curious about it when I saw the trailer. I was like, I wonder if Dern is interested in this movie.
Yeah, it definitely bombed. It was a terrible movie.
Oh, it already came out?
It came out here right next to draft day. And the NFL Network was like the only place that it got advertised, and like nobody's gonna watch this. I can't remember. It came out. Gosh, what week did that come out? I want to say that was when Captain America Captain America Winter Soldier. It was the same week.
Wow, and we're just getting trailers of it coming soon.
Well, that's desperately trying to grab some cash. Like, that feels like there's a little bit of a lull in the summer movies right now. Am I crazy on that?
Well, about movies, what do you think about the space raccoon with the machine gun?
Rocket.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna
watch that with my face. Okay. When I found out they were making a Guardians of the Galaxy, I was really kind of giddy excited and like, man, well, I hope they use the version. And the thing is there's like old school Guardians of the Galaxy purists that probably would have wanted the original cast. And like, dude, fuck that. I want Groot. I want Rocket. I want the cast that they had. Although I am kind of sad that Quasar isn't in it, and Captain Marvel could have also been in it. But you know what?
Come on.
Okay.
Captain Marvel was awful.
No, the female Captain Marvel.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, she's in the comic adaptation version of that cast of Guardians of the Galaxy. Very good character, a very good shot of Marvel actually making a strong, not a strong female character for the sake of a strong female character, but just for the sake of a good character. And anyhow, yeah, I was excited for it, and then I saw the teaser and I got really excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
And when I finally saw like the full preview for it, I was like, oh, I fucking hate this movie. I'm done with it. I want it to go away. I want to hear nothing about it, because if I hear one more word about it, it's just going to remind me that it's not out yet, and I can't watch it.
It's coming out. Isn't it coming out like while we're at Comic-Con?
It's close to that. I remember it's. Here's how stupidly excited I am for that. I can't check it on this calendar. Shoot, I'm signed into the Scallywags account. I have it on my calendar so that I don't miss when it comes out.
Oh, like this weekend we have How to Train Your Dragon here, where I live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna watch that.
That's it comes out the week after San Diego for us. Well, for the USA.
Oh well, let me see if it's another one of those movies that comes out first here.
It might
be. That would be.
By the way, international audience at large, thank you so much for not being like us American assholes and spoiling movies the moment that we see them. You guys are classy. Thank you. Oh, seriously, if I had to see one more fucking Hail Hydra because I chose to see Captain America on the second day it came out. Ugh.
Let me tell you. Okay, so here in Colombia, we have... okay, actually, I want to watch Transcendence with Johnny Depp. That one looks very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That one is June 27. Again, here in Colombia. Transformers Age of Extinction, July 11. I don't know what that is in the U.S.
What, do you actually want me to look these up? Is that what you're saying?
Do I want to what?
Do you actually want me to look these up?
Well, I'm comparing. I'm comparing to see if there's any movies we get before you do. I already saw that Guardians of the Galaxy we're getting that in August.
August 1st?
Yeah, and I'm not surprised because I think one of the biggest challenges with Guardian of the Galaxy is getting people that are not geeky like us excited about it, because most people here are going like, who are those guys? I've never heard about them.
I'm seeing a lot of U.S. people that they're kind of geeks, but they haven't probably ever seen or read the comic. There is a lot of excitement for that movie.
It's because the trailer just looks good. I mean, it looks like a fun movie.
It looks like a space romp, yeah.
I was aware of the existence of the Guardian of the Galaxy, but I really did not. I'd never watched it. Read it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, here a lot of people that I've asked, that they're since they have no knowledge about it, they're just not interested. So it's not really surprising to me that it's coming out in August, that they're not really concerned about bringing it early. But yeah, so Transformers: Age of Extinction is going to be July 11 here.
Why can I not find its release date? June 27th for us.
Oh, okay, so you get that one earlier. Planet of the Apes, Confrontation. That would be July 25 here.
It's not coming up.
I want to watch that one. The last Planet of the Apes was really good, so I want to watch that one.
This is... Wait. Oh, that's why, because it's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes here.
Okay. Here they call it Confrontación.
Okay. July. That poster doesn't have a release date on it. Oh, the 11th of July.
Oh, okay. So actually, the day I get Transformers, you get Planet of the Apes, and Guardians of the Galaxy, we get August 15.
All right, so like a 2-week delay. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff.
Well, you must be at least a little happy that I'm not getting all over you do.
But the fact that you got, of the Marvel movies that come out, the fact that you got both times a Captain America movie came out, you got that one earlier than me.
That one was a little weird.
Yeah. I just realized I'm rocking the Captain America shirt today, too. Yeah.
No, you're wearing it. You're not rocking it. You're wearing it.
I'm wearing it. Yes.
Yeah.
It's when you have lobster arms, you cannot rock anything. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But well, yeah, I might have to wait a little bit. This weekend, I want to watch How to Train Your Dragon 2, but my girlfriend is sadly going to be out of town.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to the capital to train with the National Roller Derby team. So she's going to the Roller Derby World Cup.
No, the delay of she's going to the capital to train with a secret elite team of derby.
Oh yeah, why not?
I'm ready to watch that movie right now. Give it to me, O. Give it to me.
Get roller derby girls.
We need a good sneeze.
Salud.
That's what we need.
No, I have to admit that I do get kind of cutesy boyfriend proud when I think about the fact that she's going to the World Cup. She's going to be competing in it.
Strike Team Roller Derby.
Strike Team Roller Derby. Okay. Yeah. I can see it. But it's not the 80s anymore, so we can't just grab anything and make it into an action movie.
Why not?
Because
that would be the best part. We'd have to shoot it exactly like an 80s movie.
Well, we're going the nostalgia route now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure I want to play with nostalgia. I've always thought it's a kind of cheap trick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And now that I say it, I'm mentally checking if we play on anybody's nostalgia. No. Not that anymore.
Wait,
not anymore. Not anymore, Dern. Yes, I know we had.
Do you remember when you were drawing Hello Cheese?
We don't do that anymore. We don't. Everybody makes. Everybody can change. We create our own stuff now.
Yeah.
We're proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're proud of it. I am getting tired of asking me if I have books to sell.
What's that?
Everybody's asking me if I have books to sell.
Bone Breakers?
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't. And I'm tired of people asking me about it.
You'll have some next month.
I won't have them to sell. I don't want to be a distributor.
Why not?
Because first of all, do I strike a person that does not have a lot to do?
Well, at the moment, I don't have a lot to do because I still need those art files sent over to me real quick.
Yeah, you do realize that I don't read minds. You just told me at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
So.
And we are just about at the end of our broadcast, aren't we?
Time does fly.
Yes, it does. Do you have class tonight, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's still I'm not in a hurry yet, but yeah, sure.
All right.
So these are let's see, are there spoilers in this image?
I do have to ask: is panel 4 of that image is it the dialogue that I want it to be?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. In that case, I'm looking very much forward to Friday's comic.
You kidding me? I fucking love today's comic.
Oh no! I love today's comic. It's good. You did a very good job of telling the story through art and whatnot. But whenever I am so annoyed that Monday's comic nobody loved the doofusness that was Glitter Sparkle on that page. I was a little hurt by that.
What?
I
don't know.
The just don't meet them, duh.
No. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. In fact, there's a comment on that page that I'm debating. I'm not going to reply to it, but
the one saying that it's very bad advice.
No, that we switched who dies in that advice.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, we didn't.
Comment.
It doesn't make sense because there's no. It's all written second person advice, and you and your line up correctly.
It's just that when people say like you're wrong, I always feel bad if my answer is like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the right
That would
answer.
be the answer.
They are wrong, so.
No,
Yeah.
you're wrong. So, no, I kind of feel. Yeah, I'm not replying for that one, but
Yeah.
I did check. It did make me doubt for a minute if I'd
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm not even gonna downvote it. I'm just gonna let it just sit there.
Do you do that? Do you vote up stuff or vote down?
I will occasionally give an upvote if I really like a comment.
Hmm.
I actually get to give a thumbs up and say I approve of this message.
I just kind of think it's funny that sometimes I try to imagine like who is playing the character and so who it is that is trying to be funny, like during the role playing game session. And in this case, it's very amusing to me who it is that's trying to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of Princess Glittersparkle, and who supposedly plays her.
Yeah. Well, because I don't actually know the real person that her character controller is based off of.
But in the comic, she's never really been funny.
That is a fair point. She has been like a straight man the entire time.
Yeah,
But maybe she wants to be funny. Maybe she wants to let loose a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's role playing. That's role playing.
Yeah.
It's all good. It just makes me laugh. Also because I know.
Dern really wants an excuse to hinge onto so that he could write Princess Glittersparkle as his insert character.
Yeah, well, what can I tell you about that?
Yep, that's what you could say. All right, let's shut this on down for now, all right?
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Ninjacast. I want to say we'll see you next week because the next I can squeeze some time in next week to do a Ninjacast, but I can't fit in a Friday one just because of convention prep for ALA. So that's all for now, guys. Thank you very much.